You ever notice how the mainstream media is continuously attacking Donald Trump and Robert Kennedy Jr., two major political candidates for the next federal election in 2024? They keep saying these people are anti-democracy or a threat to democracy. So, first of all, let's go through the definition of what a democracy is. It's government in which the supreme power is vested in the people, key word, in the people, and exercised by them directly through a system of representation involving periodically held free elections. So right there, that should make you think, oh yeah, we don't have a democracy. 60 years ago, almost to the day, they murdered a president. Is that the people being vested? Is that a free and fair? I mean, of course, he won the election, although that wasn't a fair election. But then he starts going against the establishment and the powers that be, and they murder him. Democracy, though, right? Then about 5 years later, his brother goes to run, virtually on the same policies, and as he's gaining steam, dead. Democracy, though, right? I love how the mainstream media just like, oh, we need to defend our democracy, defend our democracy. What democracy? In the 80s, corporations started buying out our governments and essentially having them in their pocket. That's not a democracy. That's not the people being vested. That's a very small group of extremely rich people being vested. That's socialism for the rich. We do not have any kind of democracy, especially in the United States or here in Canada. It's just ridiculous. And they talk about these certain candidates about them being a threat to democracy. Biden isn't. Gavin Newsom isn't. Didn't you see him clean up the streets the other day in San Francisco, which has been a dump for years now? And just like that, he can clean it all up to impress a communist dictator who's coming to visit. That's not helping the people. You're not even helping someone who is from the country of people who elected you into office. You're doing it to appease a foreign communist dictator. That's the only reason you cleaned up the streets. They could have done it at any time, but they chose, nope, we're not going to do that. Screw these people, but we must impress a communist dictator. Is that a vested interest in the people? I don't think so. Now, I also want to hear what you guys think. Do you guys think that we have a democracy here in the Western culture, mainly Canada and the US? Do you think that we're on our way to becoming communists? I mean, the way that Trudeau and Gavin Newsom, etc., 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 all just cave to these people. They're never going to fight back if China decided to say, hey, listen, here's how things are going to go. They wouldn't fight back. They would just cave. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, master. Yes, Mr. Communist. Because you all know a lot of Democrats, not all, and a lot of liberals are communist wannabes. That's not a democracy. Those certainly aren't free and fair elections. You don't have free and fair elections when you have a dictator. Why do they admire this guy so much? Maybe because they're actually anti-democracy. You don't see Trump or RFK Jr. saying things like that. So just saying, again, let me know what you guys think in the comment sections. I know this is kind of a short video, but I'll be back shortly covering some other topics. But I just keep hearing about this over and over and over again, and it really pisses me off. How mainstream media is even still around is just, it boggles my mind. See people just sitting around, oh, I'm watching the news. No, you're not. You're watching propaganda. You might as well go to whatever conspiracy website that you think's a conspiracy and just start getting information there. You're probably going to get better information most of the time. That's how bad and corrupt the mainstream media is. But they keep saying these things, and there's dummies out there who keep believing it. So, I mean, again, let me know what you guys think. Do you agree, disagree? Do you have a different opinion? I always look forward to hearing you guys. I love having conversations with you guys, and I always try to reply to your comments as quickly as possible. Thanks again for watching, and I'll be back shortly with another video.